INFJs are one of the rarest personality types, and despite their depth, empathy, and insight, they often feel like they're invisible to others. But why? Stick around as we uncover 10 reasons why INFJs are always ignored. 1. INFJs are quiet observers. INFJs are natural observers. They don't feel the need to be the center of attention and often sit back, absorbing everything happening around them. While this helps them understand others, it also means they can blend into the background, making them easy to overlook. People don't always realize the depth of their insights because INFJs rarely force their opinions on others. 2. They don't like small talk. Small talk isn't an INFJ's thing. They prefer deep, meaningful conversations over surface-level chatter, which often makes them seem uninterested or distant in casual social situations. Because they avoid meaningless conversations, they might come across as aloof, causing others to pass them by. 3. INFJs tend to overanalyze. INFJs can get caught up in their heads, overanalyzing situations and conversations. This introspective nature makes them quiet and withdrawn, often leading others to assume they have nothing to contribute. In reality, they're processing every detail but may not always share their thoughts immediately. 4. They value authenticity over popularity. INFJs care more about being authentic than being liked. They don't feel the need to change themselves to fit in with the crowd. This mindset can cause them to be overlooked, as they aren't always trying to impress others or stand out in social settings. Their authenticity can be refreshing, but it also means they might not be noticed in superficial environments. 5. INFJs are selective about their inner circle. Rather than seeking attention from everyone, INFJs focus on building deep, meaningful connections with a few people. They're selective about who they allow into their inner world, which can make them appear more distant or hard to approach. This exclusivity may cause them to be ignored by those who don't understand their need for deep connection. 6. Their empathy makes them invisible. INFJs are incredibly empathetic, often putting others' needs above their own. They'll listen, support, and care for others without drawing attention to themselves. This selfless nature sometimes leads to people taking them for granted, as they don't actively seek validation or recognition. In many cases, their kindness is mistaken for passivity, making them easy to overlook. 7. They struggle to express their needs. INFJs have a hard time voicing their own needs. They might fear being a burden or causing conflict, so they stay quiet even when they're being overlooked. Their reluctance to advocate for themselves can cause others to forget they even have needs in the first place. 8. INFJs avoid conflict. INFJs typically avoid confrontation at all costs. They'd rather retreat into their own thoughts than engage in heated debates or arguments. This conflict-avoidant nature can make them fade into the background, especially in group settings where louder voices tend to dominate. People might overlook them because they aren't the ones making waves or demanding attention. 9. They often feel misunderstood. INFJs are complex, and their thought processes can be difficult for others to understand. Because they see the world through such a unique lens, people may not take the time to fully comprehend their perspective. This misunderstanding often leads to INFJs feeling ignored, as others may dismiss their ideas or fail to appreciate their depth. 10. Their introversion can be mistaken for disinterest. As introverts, INFJs need time alone to recharge, which can make them seem uninterested in socializing. When they withdraw, people might assume they don't care, when in reality, they're just taking time to regroup. This natural tendency to retreat can cause them to be forgotten or ignored, even though they're still very much present in their own way.